Welcome, my dear student. I'm sorry. As a part of 6th grade science, we are discussing about earth systems and processes. The section, Unit 1, Section 4. Now we are going to discuss in detail about topographic maps. It's also one of the, why you are going to learn this, just to understand the graphs and to get knowledge from the graph, and then to use those graphs for guiding purposes while you are doing some activities in those particular areas. So, topographic maps, Mount Whitney County. Okay. Orienteering. So, while studying about topographic map, we need to know about certain terms. Particularly how those graphs are prepared, which data is useful to prepare for those graphs, and once they prepared, the purpose of those graphs for the other people who are looking for those graphs. As we already discussed about topography, is like description of surface, earth surface and its features, particularly the height of the surface with reference to the sea level, below or above, below sea level or above sea level. That is called elevation. The elevational difference between 2 points is called relief. Graph is constructed, topographic graph is constructed using the activity called orienteering, meet, people are teams are involved in identifying control points and then connecting those controlling points in that game, and then all the controlling points refers to the same elevation. Those are called contour lines. Topographic map contains a particular area's contour lines and interval of contour lines, and some are with rounded numbers, those called indexed contour lines. Index contour lines. Generally the interval is the same and the connecting points are the contour lines to represent the same elevation. Before drawing the topographic graph, we need to first study the surface So for example, if this is the real surface, some angle like these are all type of drawings. You can learn it in the higher grades of drawings. Like so two parallel lines. These lines must be parallel. All lines must be parallel. These vertical lines parallel to this line. So this is the surface, and within there some mountains, different surfaces, like these are all a plane surface, earth surface. So that earth surface some trail is going on, and other lines are contour lines. I'm just using different thing. So like some are like and so on, like that. Different lines, and this is a trail. Okay. The same thing can be represented here on a flat surface. A scale, and so this one. So count, these are all, this is a like passes or canal or something. Trail. So this is a trail. Contours are same. These are all contour lines. These are all contour lines. And some are contour lines like this. And so on, like that. Scale. I just want to show here the scale, maybe miles or kilometers. And these are all contour lines. Same elevations. Interval of contour lines, maybe the same interval between two contour lines, interval of contour lines, index of contour lines. Topograph map contains involves contour lines, and indexer contours, and interval of contour. Contour lines of same elevation difference. Rounded contour lines. Distance between two contour lines. Distance between contour lines are same. Like that. I will show you on the graph sheets and how it is prepared, contour maps and contour lines and all. I will show it to you with the help of the diagrams. Sometimes if we construct a contour map for a local region, so we need to use symbols, lines as well as symbols. Scale symbols we are using. Some symbols like elevation contour lines, depression contour lines, freeways, highways, secondary highways, schools, railroads, rail tracks and airports and so on, like different symbols we are going to use. I will show it to you. So we are using the symbols for symbols and scale. To draw the contour line, to draw the contour map, topographic map, to draw the topographic map, we need to draw the topographic map, we need to use the symbols and scale, and reduced scale and symbols. What type of symbols we need to use? How scale is determined? As I discussed earlier, scale. So reduced scale. So 1 centimeter equal to, say, like 2400 or 1000 maybe kilometer, centimeters. So 1 is to 24,000 scale. 1 centimeter equal to 0.24 kilometer. Scale. Whereas symbols of map, topographic map. What kind of symbols? Elevation, that means height contour lines, like this kind of. Elevation, depression, low contour lines below the mean sea level. Depression, school regions, school, highways, primary highways, different symbols we are using. So these are primary highways, solid lines, secondary highways, break and solid, and so on like that. And aeroplanes and railroad tracks, just simply two lines with track. Aeroplane, airport, airport, and so on like that. Airport, railroads, and other symbols are like rivers and streams and swamps. Rivers, streams, swamps, swamps, marsh or swamps. Right, these are all different kind of symbols we are using under in the topographic map of different land surface, different regions. So I am going to show you the different topographic maps here. So first of all, I would like to show the topographic map. The study of the Earth's surface, shape and its features of Earth's surface. Topography means the maps are the pictorial diagrams which records the relief and elevation of the terrains or regions, a three-dimensional quantity of surface and identification of specific landforms. Elevations above sea levels, lines of equal elevations. So I will show you the lines of equal elevations. So this is a topographic map. 700 and 800 are solid lines and those are indexed contours. All others are regular contour lines. In between two contour lines is same interval, and these numbers indicates the elevations of the surfaces in meters or something like that, feet or meter or whatever it may be, depending upon the unit. So this is the picture which represents the sea level when the man is standing, and below the sea level and above the sea level. man is standing, that is called elevation. This is negative and positive elevation from the surface. Sometimes topographic maps are drawn with colors to represent different features of the terrain or the region of surface. In general, brown color is for elevation lines and white color is for vegetation lines, and green vegetation, forest and grasslands. White means area of no vegetation, White means no vegetation area, green means vegetation area, forest and vegetation, blue means water. In the topographic map, different colors are used. Blue for water, green for vegetation, white for non-vegetation, no vegetation, brown is for contour lines. Like this. Look at this. Different regions, different colors, brown color, green colors, white patches and blue color. All those colors are there. Here also another topograph. By just looking the different colors of topograph, we can say that the kinds of regions, what kind of region that is. Elevations and indexer contours and the repetition of that, and different symbols are also. Look at this. Different symbols for different types of lines, and here elevation lines and index contour lines with solid colors or rounded numbers. Here also the same. Similarly, other kind of topographic contour lines with different elevations and a particular region with direct colors applied. So difference in elevation. So this graph shows that difference in elevations and the broken graph. Look at this difference in elevations. feet. Number of contour lines 10. Elevation change per line 40 feet. Contour interval is 40 feet. Like that we can calculate. Preparation of contour lines and contour maps. Like that, these are all the different contour lines with colors. Without colors, a simple plain contour map. So different features of the surface with different lines, contour lines, elevations and depressions. And this is a depression below the sea levels, and it is elevation contour lines. And in between there are so many types, like mill, one is hill, and second one is valley, and third one is ridge, fourth one is saddle, 5 depression, 6 draw, 7 spur, 8 clip, 9 cut, 10 fill. So these are all the different kinds of topographic details of a particular region. Hills and depressions, elevations and other regions, ridges and spur and cliffs and cut and hills, like that. Different kinds of surface features. So these are all the different kinds of topographic maps. So once you know how to prepare the topographic map, and then you can understand that once the topographic map of particular region or land surface is given, you can easily understand the features of the land surface and its elevational differences and everything. These are all useful for not only planet Earth, other planets and satellites and asteroids and so on like that. Hence, this kind of representation is essential for studying and interpreting and explaining the topographies of different land surfaces. We will stop here and we will go for the another section in the coming class. Thank you.